greeting students. I am very happy to meet you all again in grade 11 economics. We are in chapter 9 and we are discussing about the use of statistical tools. Already many times we have discussed the statistical tools and what are the uses of them. என்னென்ன statistical tools இருக்கு, அது ஒவ்வொன்றையும் நம்ம எதுக்காக எப்படி யூஸ் பண்ணுறோங்கிற விஷயத்தை நம்ம ஏற்கனவே டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம். To make a project that we have said. Why do we need to make a project? You need to make a project for your academic purposes, first thing. And second thing, you need to make a project for research. If you are going to do any researches, you can do this particular method. You can use this particular method. So idhula irukra steps enna ellame nama discuss pannittom. So you have to choose a topic, then collect the data, and you have to organize and present that data, and then you have to analyze and interpret the information, and finally you have to conclude it by giving your observation. Alright, all these information we have discussed many times. Now what are we doing? We are discussing about a sample project and what are the important things you have to know about the sample project. Or sample project irunduchu, we have discussed about the questionnaire and we have discussed about how to analyze and interpret it. அந்த ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ் எப்படி சால்வ் பண்ணணும், அரித்மெட்டிக் மீன் அண்ட் ஸ்டாண்டர்ட் டீவியேஷன் எப்படி கண்டுபிடிக்கணும், ஆல் தீஸ் திங்ஸ் ஒன்லி we were discussing now. And now what are we doing? We are in question number 4 where we are going to discuss the monthly family budget on toothpaste. Okay, so we are doing our sample project, and in sample project we are discussing about third question, which is about the monthly family budget. So இப்போ நம்ம என்ன கண்டுபிடிக்க போகிறோம்? You should know the arithmetic mean. ஏன்னா average monthly family budget தெரியணும், average expenditure நமக்கு தெரியணும். டூத்பேஸ்ட்டுக்கு ஒரு ஃபேமிலி ஸ்பெண்ட் பண்ணுற average என்ன, average expenditure on toothpaste, that is what we are going to verify now. And how you will be doing it? By calculating the arithmetic mean, and you need to find the standard deviation because you need to find the differentiation. Okay, average என்னவா இருந்தாலும் standard deviation will be a measure, actual measure of dispersion. So first what you have to do? You have to use the given and then you have to proceed with the next step. ஒவ்வொரு ஸ்டெப்பாக நம்ம போகிறோம். First we are going to find the arithmetic mean. So ready? We are going to find what? The arithmetic mean. We have the income class that has been given. We have what? The income class, that is X, and you have the number of families as frequency, F. Chariya. So what are the income classes we have? We have 0 to 40. Ennadhu idu 0 to 40? The expenditure that they do on the particular toothpaste. So inga income nu podradhukku badala let us have it as in expenditure. Toothpaste ku avanga spend pandra amount is called expenditure. Which question are we answering here? So monthly family income already we have calculated. Then which question are we answering now? Which brand of toothpaste? Which one? Ninth question is if S According to you, how many 100 grams pack of this toothpaste do you use per month? Question number 11 irukku. Based on that only we are doing this calculation. So they will give you an option of which toothpaste they are using. And the toothpaste oda cost namakku theriyum. How much they are spending for buying toothpaste in the calculation vechi we make this frequency distribution. 0 to 40 rupees, 40 to 80 rupees, 80 to 120 rupees, 120 to 160 rupees, 160 to 200 rupees. 200 varaiku toothpaste vaangravanga irukangala? Yeah, it's based on the size of the family. What is it based on? Size of the family, and if there is any particular medical condition that they have to use, then they have to use this. Frequency 5, 20, then 40, 35. 40, 35. X, F irukku. Now what do you want to have? M. Enna venum? You need to have your mid value. First let us recall what are the formulas that we can use. X bar கண்டுபிடிக்கிறதுக்கு நமக்கு இருக்கிற formulas என்னென்ன? Summation Fm by summation F, or X bar is equal to A plus summation Fd by summation F, or X bar is equal to A plus summation Fd by summation. Okay, these are the three different formulas you have for calculating. You have these three formulas for calculating these things. Clear? Now what are we going to do? We are going to find our M value. How do you find it? Lower class limit plus upper class limit divided by 2. 0 plus 40 by 2 is 20. 40 plus 80, 120 by 2, 120 by 2, 60, 100, 140, 180. Got it, children? Now we have got our mid values, isn't it? As you know, we can use any one of these methods. So what are we going to do? We are going to use, can we use direct method? Summation Fm by summation F, adu pannalama. F into M multiplication will give you larger numbers. So what we can do? We can go with X bar is equal to A plus summation Fd by summation F. எல்லாத்திலையுமே ஒரே ஆன்சர் தான் நமக்கு கிடைக்க போகுது. So it's not going to be a major difference. Alright, it's not going to be a major difference. So let us go to this calculation. D is equal to M minus A. We are going to take an assumed mean. அதிலிருந்து நம்ம டிடெக்ட் பண்ண போகிறோம். Let's take the mid value 100. 20 minus 100. What we are going to take? 100. 20 minus 100 minus 80. 60 minus 100 minus 40. 100 minus 100 0. 140 minus 100 40. 180 minus 100 80. நம்மளோட deviation value 0. Now what you are going to get? You are going to do F into D. நீங்க FD யும் எடுக்கலாம் இல்ல D by C யும் நம்ம பண்ணலாம். Step deviation method, that also is possible. So since you will get 3-digit numbers, you can go for the last method of calculating your D dash. So எதால நம்ம divide பண்ணலாம்? Which one you have to divide? This one. And the value that is common is 40. இங்க வந்து ஒன்னு 10 எடுக்கலாம் இல்ல 20 எடுக்கலாம். நம்ம என்ன வேல்யூ எடுக்கலாம்? 20 எடுக்கலாமா? So let us take C is equal to 20. So D dash is equal to D by C. This is for calculation of FD. So how are you going to calculate this D dash is equal to D by C? So D dash is equal to D by C. What is your C? 20. Minus 80 by 20 minus 4. Minus 40 by 20 minus 2. 0, 2, 4. Alright, again you will get 0 only. Now you are going to multiply F into D. Values chinnadnala you can easily multiply F into D dash. So your F is 5, D dash is minus 4. So ungaloda value minus 20, 20 into minus 2. 20 into minus 2, minus 40, 40 into 0, 0, 30 into 2, 60, 5 into 4, 20. So, namak enna venum ipo summation FD dash summation F venum, isn't it? You need your summation FD dash and summation F. You want both these values, isn't it? So how we are going to get those two values? 80 plus 80 minus 60. So nammaloda value ennava irukum ipo namakku plus 20. What is your summation F? Already we know number of households evlo edutho 100. So you are going to get the same number 25, 65, 95, 100. Alright, you have to put it in the formula. Your A enna eduthirkom 100 plus summation FD dash enna namakku 20 by summation F என்னவா இருக்கு நமக்கு 100 into C என்ன 20. So what is the value that you are going to get? Let's use calculator and let's find the value. 20 by 100 you are going to get 0.2. 100 plus 0.2 into 20. So 0.2 into 20, going to get 100 plus 4, which is going to be what? 104. What is your X bar? What is your arithmetic mean, children? Can you see the answer? Your arithmetic mean is 104. Namakku enna calculation kadachirukku? X bar is equal to 104. Got it? So they have done a different calculation. FD dash என்னவா கடச்சிருக்கு உங்களுக்கு 10 ன்னு கடச்சிருக்கு. We have done a different calculation. அவங்க C எடுத்தது 40, we have taken 20. Even though this value is different, answer என்னவா தான் கிடைக்கும்? It will be the same only. That's why we took a different value. இதே தான். If you calculate using the direct method, you will get the same answer. Clear, children? நம்ம direct method எடுத்தாலும் என்ன பண்ணுவோம்? It will be the same calculation. Summation FM பண்ணுவோம், அவ்வளவுதான். 5 into 20, 100. 20 into 60, 1200. 40 into 100. Like that you will calculate and you will get the same 104 value. You calculate it and see. Alright, children, now we got our arithmetic mean. அடுத்தது நமக்கு என்ன வேணும்? We have to go for our standard deviation. And which method are we going to use? We will use the step deviation method. ஏன்னா values பெருசா இருக்கிறப்போ நம்ம என்ன value, நம்ம எந்த formula யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம்? Step deviation ஓட formula. And how you have to do those calculations is what we are going to see now. So what will not change? Your given x will not change, f will not change, your m value, mid value also wouldn't change. Meedi alla values no, there might be a change, so we will do only the rest of the calculation. What does arithmetic mean we got? 104. Now what are we going to do? We are going to use the step deviation method. The calculation given in your note is little different. The values that they have got here and what values they have put there is little different. அவங்க யூஸ் பண்ணியிருக்கிற எல்லாமே கொஞ்சம் டிஃப்ரெண்ட்டாக இருக்குது. So let's take different values. சரியா? We'll take different values. So from mid value only you have to choose ஒரு assumed mean method use பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறம் தான் we can go to step deviation. So the formula that you want to use is sigma is equal to summation fd dash squared by summation f minus summation fd dash by summation f the whole squared into c. So இப்போ நமக்கு என்ன வேணும்? fd dash வேணும். So for that you need to have your d dash first. நம்ம d எடுக்கணும், அதுக்கப்புறமா d dash எடுக்கணும். So what is your d? m is equal to d is equal to m minus a. அதுதான் நம்மளோட d ன்னு நம்ம சொல்கிறோம். So what is going to be your assumed mean? நம்மளோட original actual mean எடுத்தால் the formula differs. So we are going to use the assumed mean. Center value will take 100. So assumed mean என்ன நமக்கு இப்போ 100. 20 minus 100 minus 80, 60 minus 100 minus 40, 0, 40, 80. அதே value நமக்கு கிடைச்சிருக்கு. We have to go for our d dash. D dash is equal to d by c. So நம்ம d by c ங்கிறப்போ we can take the value of 40 as c. இல்லை நம்ம 20 எடுக்கலாம். Now we will go with 40. Already we did a calculation with 20. So 20 எடுத்துக்கலாமா? For difference. To show you the difference, I am taking a different C. Bookல கொடுத்த C இல்லாமல் நான் வேற C எடுக்கிறேன். It will also give the same answer. But the calculation given here is little different, children. ஏன்னா இங்கே total கொடுத்துருக்கிறது 90. But what they have put in the formula is 80. So அந்த differenceக்காக I am doing a fresh calculation. You also calculate it properly. Don't simply use something else. Proper method use பண்ணி calculate பண்ணு. Alright children. So d dash is equal to d by c நம்ம பார்க்கிறோம். You have d minus 80 by 20 minus 4 minus 2 0 2 and 4. Next நமக்கு என்ன வேணும்? f d dash, then finally f d dash square. So f d dash எப்படி calculate பண்ணுவோம்? f into d dash is your f d dash. Right, f என்ன? 5. 5 into minus 4 minus 20. Then 20 into minus 2 minus 40. 0. 30 into 2 60. 5 into 4 20. நமக்கு fd dash ஓட summation வேணுமா? Do we need the total of this? Yes, we do. Plus 80 minus 60. So the value is 20. Got it? Now fd dash squared எப்படி கிடைக்கும் நமக்கு? fd dash into d dash square, d dash. என்ன பண்றோம்? fd dash into d dash. Alright, so minus 20 minus 4, 80 minus 40 into 2, 80, 0, 120, 80. Got it? So when you total it, 200, 280, 360. நமக்கு என்ன வேல்யூமா கிடைக்குது? 316 ஒரு வேல்யூ நமக்கு கிடைக்குது. Clear children? Understood? How do you get the total? 80 plus 80, 160. 160 plus 120, 280. 280 plus 80, 360. Got it? Is equal to root of summation fd dash squared enna 360 by what is your summation f 100 minus summation fd dash enna you should take this value square panna kudadu you have to take this value 20 by 100 the whole square into c. What is your c? என்ன c எடுத்தோம் 20. Got it children? என்ன பண்ணியிருக்கோம்? You have taken summation fd dash value. fd dash square பண்ணி எடுக்கக்கூடாது. You should not take summation f square also. You have to take it with a different methodology using the original values. இங்கேயே நீங்கள் ஸ்கொயர் பண்ணி கொண்டு வந்தீங்கன்னா the values will entirely be different. So root of 3.6 minus இங்கே என்ன வேல்யூ கிடைக்கும் 0.2. Now what you have to do 0.2 the whole square, isn't it? 20 divided by 100 you will get 0.2. 0.2 the whole square is 0.4 into 20. 3.6 minus 0.4. 3.6 minus 0.4 is equal to root of 3.2 to 20. What is the root of 3.2? Root of 3.2 is 1.8 into 20 1.8 into 20 is equal to 36. What is your standard deviation children? 36. What is the answer given in your book? 35.60. Very minute difference. Ilya, very minute difference. What was your x bar? கண்டுபிடிச்ச arithmetic mean என்ன 104. And what is your standard deviation? You got answer as 36. Clear? But here also little bit of calculation change should come, isn't it? So according to the book, if you calculate also, you will get 0.9 minus 0.01. It will give 0.89 into 40. You will get 35.6. They have confused a little bit. Yeah. the root value that they have taken differs here, but it should not differ, that's the point. Root of the value given should be the same. Okay, root of 0.79 will become 0.89, but actually it should be 0.89. Root of, just a minute, root of 0.89 will come as 0.94. 0.9 into 40 panningena, you will get 36, the same value. Understood? They have taken C as 40. We have taken C as 20. So calculation எப்படியா இருந்தாலும் you have to use the proper methodology to complete the problem properly. எந்த மிஸ்டேக்ஸும் இல்லாமல் ஆன்சர்ஸ் கொண்டு வரணும். The important thing that you should keep in your mind is this calculation. 20 by 100 the whole square. 20 squared தனியா 100 squared தனியா பண்ணக்கூடாது. That is one of the biggest mistakes you people are doing in standard deviation. Please don't do it. It should not be done like that. Clear? Should not be done like that. Understood? So this is how you calculate your standard deviation. So what do you get from that? What is your observation that you have done here? The mean expenditure, the average expenditure done on toothpaste is what? 104 rupees per household. The standard deviation is 36 rupees 36. Clear children? This is the method you need to calculate your arithmetic mean and standard deviation. In the next session we will complete the remaining. It's very little whatever is remaining. With that the chapter will be over, and statistics for economics also will be over. I hope you have understood the way you have to attend these problems. If at all you have any doubts, please feel free to reach me out and get your doubts clarified. Thank you, and may you all have a wonderful day today.